Men of Reddit, physical appearance aside, what do you find attractive in a woman? Intelligence, sense of humor and character. This plus a positive mindset. Having a hobby or genuine interests. If you have something to talk about, especially something I know very little about and you're passionate enough about to share it with me, it's very alluring. Even more so if it's an activity that can be done together. Have you ever heard/seen a woman when she just rants about a topic or hobby she's passionate about, where she just carries an entire conversation because of how excited she is to talk about something? It's downright magical. Seriously, ask a woman about a topic she enjoys and share no opinions. Just ask hers. Mannerisms? My wife is attractive, but it's her sense of humor and the way her face moves when she's being silly that I find myself missing so much when I'm at work. Silly, funny, witty women will inherit the earth. Yes, this is a point often overseen. Animated gals who make weird faces is the best. Something makes a pretty girl even prettier when she does all sorts of facial expressions and is not afraid to exaggerate and really show that they're playful and weird. A really lively personality. It's hard to describe, but some people just give off this vibe. I get it. I really do. Someone who just lifts the mood up by just existing. Gonna sound pretty cheesy, but kindness and understanding/empathy are amazing qualities to have. As a woman, this is my absolute #1 quality I look for in men too. If he's kind, genuinely and wholeheartedly kind, it solves so many problems that relationships run into. I can say with 10,000% confidence that my boyfriend would never intentionally hurt me in any way, because it would destroy him. He's just too kind. A sense of humor. If she makes me laugh, I'm hers. Inside, as long as she's funny, looks don't matter. Within reason. I'm not gonna go for a 400 pounds girl with a mustache just because she made me laugh. I'll see myself out then. Just being honest and not having assumptions. This. Love him for who he is, not what you expect him to be. I hope I'm making sense here. Everything I am a horny teenager, dear God, when does it end? Tomorrow. Sense of humor. Sure, everyone likes to laugh, but like it when they have their own hobbies and have enough independence to not require to be looked after all waking hours of the day. I value quiet and alone time and would hope that she would as well. Sure, sharing hobbies is also fun and desired, but you need to be aware of each other's boundaries and respect that. This goes out the window when raising children for a bit, but can still be managed as long as it is fair. Accountability, drive, passion, respect. Accountability being the main one. I don't know why it's so damn rare. I feel like that's the bare minimum. If she is smarter than me. Agreed, this is the one thing that makes me crazy about someone. The ability to accurately identify all the major soups just by listening to a modest-sized bowl of that particular soup. A man of culture. Immaculate taste in women. Ambition and self-assuredness. A woman that knows what they want and who they are. Very attractive. When she gives you that bare minimum human respect. I love when they do that. Really gets me going. When she challenges me. Doesn't matter about what. Love them feisty women out there. A good mix of receiving and giving out affection. I effing love my girlfriend for countless reasons, but one of the really big ones is that she shows a lot of affection, which helps a lot because I tend to be a bit insecure, and she really enjoys when I shower her with affection. Depth of personality. Women that go well beyond the superficial. Women that are politically and socially involved. They know what's happening in the world and can discuss it. Women that read books. Women that create, be it art, food, or music. The older I get, the less physical appearance matters to me. Being comfortable with themselves and doing their own thing. This encompasses a lot of things, but as an example, maybe you want to play video games while I read. Maybe you want pasta for dinner and I want a sandwich. Maybe you want to go out to a party and I want to drink cocoa and watch Ghostbusters. We don't have to like all the same things, just each other. Also, bonus points if they have better taste in music than me. Grit and toughness. Watching my wife throw a nasty stiff arm at rugby or get her ass mixed surfing and come up laughing is the sexiest thing in the world. Adding to that, calluses are so hot. But they're a physical thing. As someone who struggles with my mental health quite a bit, the most important thing for me is someone who is kind and gentle, who doesn't have unrealistic expectations or demands, someone who is comfortable being themselves. I tend to find myself attracted to people who are equally as vulnerable as I am. I feel like having that common ground helps me to feel understood, and allows us to help and nurture each other. I feel like my girlfriend is the perfect partner for me. I'm a happier, more hopeful person because of her. And I feel like I do the same for her. I'm bi, so this goes both ways, BADUMTSHHHH, but I find it really attractive when someone shows that they can still be a bit of a kid. Someone who doesn't take themselves 100% seriously all the time and still holds on to some of the hobbies/interests from childhood is much more fun to be around than someone who always has to act like an adult. A chill/laid-back attitude. Holy s, does it get me feelin' some type of way. I feel like this stems from my parents. They were always really uptight and orderly. Like, to the point where it pissed me off to be around them for more than 2 hours at a time. They always wanted a perfectly clean house, or a table so clean it practically glistened. And so after realizing that just slowing down a bit and taking my time with stuff, I can mitigate a lot of the stress that life would chuck my way. But needless to say, I can't help but to feel a little fuzzy inside when I see that in a woman. They should be fun. Fun and expressive women are attractive. Talent is also hot. Talent might be ability to play instrument, intellectual capability, or leadership abilities. For me, physical appearance is not the most important thing in the first place. It matters, but not so much that I would choose one over the other solely based on it. And I also find myself finding constantly evolving what my definition of attractive person is. I sometimes find conventionally unattractive person attractive. It is weird, so if I found this one curly-haired girl being nice to me, I will start feeling attracted to another curly-haired girl. Kindness. Not supports this or that, builds homes for the homeless, volunteers, vegan or whatever kindness. I mean treats people nice not because she has to but because she wants to. Gives people the benefit of the doubt and is forgiving. I don't care if a woman is a 10 if she's a B, I'm not interested. Softness/warm personality. I'm not here to compete/combat with you. Ability to not take oneself too seriously. Low-key, this might sound weird, but I was raised with 3 brothers and no sisters. I'm really used to a lot of masculinity, both positive and negative. Any femininity, and this isn't even limited to women, really surprises/catches my eye. It's not that I fetishize it, it's just that I'm not used to it at all. Artistic type who has imagination and creativity and talks about dreams and fantasies and insights. Someone who can mind travel and do exploits. On the spectrum. Daily active, does well in war's wife material. So in other words, loves Clash of Clans. Being comfortable around them. I am not comfortable around most people. It's being different than me is something I love. Having different interests. Having knowledge on things I don't like, culture or academia, even looking different. My fiancé is black and I'm Hispanic. Emotionally strong, smart, has the same sense of humor as mine, hygiene, honest. I can only think of these things at the moment. A lot of the obvious ones have been said already, such as having the same sense of humor as yourself, to having a cute smile. Ones that I see people mention less are their scent, sharing some of your hobbies with you, and their willingness to engage with you. Elegance. In the way they move, small gestures even, like picking up/putting down a teacup or even shuffling through papers in office or something. Some folks just do these natural things more smoothly and intently. For me, it's independence, intelligence and general mental strength. I would love a girl that doesn't have a huge need to be validated through attention from other people and knows she has some self-worth. Nothing would turn me off quicker than someone who's constantly posting on social media, going out getting wrecked every weekend and obnoxiously loud or attention-seeking. Loyalty. There's nothing more attractive than loyalty. I truly feel safe and trusted in my marriage and wouldn't have it any other way. intelligence, confidence, and especially when a woman plans/asks me on a date after we've met and have chemistry. I just like women who are kind, honest and compassionate. Sure, a sense of humor helps too. I have no sexual attraction, I'm asexual, so physical looks has very little to do with what I look for in a woman. As long as I can see that you make an effort with yourself, i.e., not smelling bad, I will likely give you a chance. I have been on Reddit like 3 days and already can see that people just ask these same questions over and over and over and over. I particularly like women who are smart and cultured. What I hate the most is when they are proud of their ignorance and mock others because they're cultured. There's nothing more attractive in a woman than her positivity and the ability to make everyone feel good about themselves. This of course goes hand in hand with nurturing. There's just this vibe when she's outgoing, positive, curious, funny, and nurturing. Genuine kindness. Not like societal politeness, compassion, and empathy. So many women I've dated are superficially kind. They say the right things that make them look kind on paper, but when things get tough a lot of times their true self will rear its head, and many people, definitely not just women, LOL, are actually not inherently kind. It's a rare trait that is incredibly attractive, but easy to fake, short term. When they listen and allow/nurture your emotional side. Physical side of a relationship is all fine and dandy, but personally I need that emotional connections and to be accepted for my true self, not just a paycheck and food service. The last couple dates I went on, couple years ago by this point, I stressed that because I'm not a big drinker they cover their drinks unless I'm drinking as well. If it's a date I'm more than happy to cover food and other expenses, but drinks are on them if they want to drink. Apparently that's a deal breaker these days, LOL. How she treats other people. When I was still dating my now fiancé, she met some of my relatives for the first time at my sister engagement party. My cousin, who is on the spectrum, came up to her and just starting talking about TV shows he likes to watch. It's hard to get him to have a long conversation, but she was really patient with him and interested in what he was saying. She immediately won my aunt over and then, by extension, my other relatives too. This was punctuated by fact that my brother's then girlfriend didn't show any interest in interacting our extended family, and just wanted to party. Authenticity. Show me you're weird, your flaws, your passions, be vulnerable with me. Show me you're happy with you, secure in you and in love with you. Surprised not to have spotted this here already. Showing interest. Most men are so affection-starved, and society is constantly putting pressure on for men to make the first move. Whether a woman is the hottest in the room, or far below average, if she makes it clear she is interested in you, i.e. blatant flirtation, she suddenly jumps in attractiveness by an order of magnitude. And let's be honest, most men are not good at seeing the signs, so if it's not blatant, we will easily misinterpret. Also, as a generation trying to be less creepy sex past, it's helpful to get a loud and clear signal that says I'm interested if you are. Girls playing hard to get have always completely put me off. If you act like you're not interested, I will assume you're not interested, and that is completely fine, no harm done, just not meant to be. I will not pursue a girl who seems to actively avoid reciprocating interest, and I resent any implication that I should chase her.